All right, let's end with some real weirdness that Bostrom touches on, that based on everything I'm reading seems to be a possibility sooner than most people expected. And it's the concept of uploading. Uploading refers to a hypothetical future technology that would enable a human or other animal intellect to be transferred from its original implementation in an organic brain onto a digital computer. Okay, so the thinking is this, is that we're going to develop the technology to do a complete map of your neural network. We're going to be able to take every pathway, every pattern, every neural connection that makes you in your brain, and we're going to be able to translate that into code that we can then load onto some sort of a digital platform. And one way that folks are thinking about this is with what's called the metaverse. This idea that you might be able to exist as you, a digitized version of you, with all of your memories, all of your personality features, all of your skills and talents. You might be able to exist as kind of an avatar in a virtual world. Would that ever be something that you would want to do? Ever? What if you found out that you were suffering from a fatal disease that was incurable, that you were likely going to die from in a short period of time? But you could continue on having experiences as you, with all of your memories, in this digital world as an avatar. Would you do it? What if somebody who was suffering from a disability of some kind that caused them pain or really limited their ability to enjoy their life in this physical world that we live in, and they decided that instead they wanted to opt for existence in the virtual world? And in order to enter that digital world, we would have to destroy their brain to do that neural mapping, that neural network mapping. So the person would essentially be dying when they wouldn't otherwise die, with the hopes of going on living in some way as a consciousness in the digital world. What about the other possibility, though? That again, it becomes possible to duplicate every neural pathway and pattern of your brain with computer code, and then we could upload that, your consciousness, the computer code that represents your consciousness, into some kind of, or onto some kind of digital platform that we could then put in a robot. So you would be experiencing you with all of your memories that you got from the body that you existed in, but now you'd be experiencing that from the body of a robot. So you'd be here in the physical world, and you'd be engaging with the physical world with all of your memories and all of your sense of self. But your sense of self would be in a robot. You'd be like Sophia. Would there ever be any circumstances under which you would consider availing yourself of this technology, should it ever develop? And then, of course, for us, the question is, well, what does this mean for your moral status? Right? What's your moral status as you in that digital metaverse? Or what's your moral status as a robot, as a big hunk of metal with coded memories of your personality and experiences? Okay, so what Bostrom says is this. If uploading worked, right, if this technology ever does come about and produced a computer program exhibiting roughly the same personality as you, had the same memories and the same thinking patterns as the original brain, would this program be sentient? And remember, sentience is that capacity for having phenomenal experiences, such as the capacity to feel pain and suffer. And you know, of course, that you have responses to memories of experiences that you've had. Some things make you feel happy. Some things, thinking about some memories, make you feel sad or depressed or angry. Well, if all of these memories are uploaded into some sort of digital form and then are housed either in a virtual world or in a robot, are you going to be experiencing the same kinds of happiness or pain when you reflect back on memories that you had when you were in your flesh and blood body? And if so, would that indicate that you have the same moral status as a robot or as a digital avatar that you had when you were trucking around the earth in your human body?